What exactly is a business system, besides a fancy word for not me? Every business owner has felt that familiar tug, the deep seated belief that if they aren't personally overseeing or performing a task, it simply won't be done right. This feeling often stems from a genuine pride in one's craft, a dedication to quality that initially fueled the entrepreneurial spark. You started your business because you were excellent at something, whether it was baking the perfect croissant, crafting intricate code, or delivering insightful consultations. This expertise, however, quickly becomes a heavy chain, binding you to every single detail and making you the indispensable yet utterly exhausted linchpin of your entire operation. It's a common trap, where your skill becomes your greatest limitation, preventing growth and stealing your time. When the idea of a business system is first introduced, it can often feel like a cold, corporate term, almost threatening to the very essence of what makes your business unique. Many entrepreneurs hear system and immediately translate it to not me, fearing it means diluting their personal touch or sacrificing the quality they've painstakingly built. There's a subconscious resistance, a worry that if you step back, the magic will disappear, the customers will notice, and everything will fall apart. This isn't just a fear of delegating, it's a fear of losing control over the very identity of your company, an identity deeply intertwined with your own hands-on involvement. But let's be clear. A business system isn't about replacing you with a robot or stripping your business of its unique character. Instead, think of it as capturing your genius, bottling your best practices, and creating a reliable map for others to follow. It's about taking all the knowledge, all the instincts, and all the perfected techniques that live inside your head and documenting them in a way that allows anyone, with proper training, to achieve the same consistent, high-quality results you do. This isn't about removing your essence. It's about amplifying it, making your secret sauce accessible and repeatable for everyone who works with you. So what exactly constitutes a business system? At its heart, a system is a documented, repeatable process designed to produce consistent results, regardless of who is performing the task. It's a series of clear, step-by-step instructions that outline precisely how a particular function within your business should be executed, from start to finish. This isn't some vague guideline or a general idea. It's a precise blueprint, a detailed roadmap that leaves little room for guesswork or interpretation. The power lies in its clarity and its ability to be followed by multiple individuals with the same outcome every single time. Consider it like a master chef's recipe. A truly great recipe doesn't just list ingredients, it specifies exact measurements, precise cooking temperatures, and the sequence of steps to combine everything perfectly. If you follow that recipe precisely, even if you're not the master chef, you can produce a dish that tastes remarkably similar to the original. The system, in this case, is the recipe, and your team members are the cooks. The goal is to ensure that every dish your business creates, whether it's a product or a service, meets the same high standard, no matter who's in the kitchen. Another way to visualize a system is through the lens of a well-oiled machine or an assembly line, but without the cold, impersonal connotations. Imagine each part of your business as a station on this line, with specific, clearly defined actions to be performed at each stop. When each person at each station understands their role and executes their steps consistently, the final product emerges exactly as intended. This doesn't mean creativity is stifled. It means the foundational processes are solid, freeing up creative energy for innovation rather than constantly putting out fires or micromanaging basic tasks. The documented aspect of a system is absolutely critical, distinguishing it from mere habit or intuitive knowledge. When knowledge resides solely in your head, it's vulnerable. It can't be scaled, taught, or improved upon by others. Documenting processes means writing them down, creating checklists, flowcharts, video tutorials, or any other format that clearly communicates the how-to. This transforms your personal expertise into an organizational asset, a living document that serves as a training manual, a quality control guide, and a foundation for continuous improvement. It's about externalizing your best practices so they become a shared resource. With a robust system in place, the emphasis shifts from the individual's inherent talent to the effectiveness of the process itself. This isn't to say that skilled people aren't important. They absolutely are. However, a strong system empowers even less experienced team members to perform complex tasks competently, reducing the learning curve and minimizing errors. It means that if a key employee leaves, the continuity of your business isn't jeopardized because the knowledge isn't walking out the door with them. The who becomes less critical than the how, because the how is now a defined, teachable methodology. The power of predictability that a strong system offers is invaluable for both your business and your customers. When every client interaction, every product delivery, and every service experience is consistently excellent, trust is built and loyalty deepens. Customers know exactly what to expect from your business, and that reliability becomes a key differentiator in a crowded marketplace. This predictability also reduces stress for your team, as they have clear guidelines to follow, minimizing confusion and maximizing efficiency. It creates a smoother, more harmonious operation for everyone involved. Ultimately, a business system allows your company to transcend its reliance on your constant physical presence and personal intervention. It means that the quality and efficiency of your operations no longer depends solely on your hands or your direct oversight. Instead, your standards, your vision, and your proven methods are embedded into the very fabric of your business. This shift is profound, transforming your role from the primary doer to the architect, the designer of processes that ensure your business runs smoothly, even when you're not there to personally supervise every single detail. This fundamental understanding of a business system is the cornerstone of building what we call a franchise prototype. Even if you never intend to franchise your business, thinking this way forces you to create a company that could theoretically be replicated and run by someone else. It means documenting everything so thoroughly that an outsider could step in, follow your blueprint, and achieve the same consistent results. This mindset is incredibly liberating, as it compels you to build an asset that can function independently, rather than a demanding job that constantly requires your direct input. The ultimate prize in this journey is freedom. Freedom from burnout, freedom to work on the strategic growth of your business, and freedom to reclaim your personal time. When your business has reliable systems, you are no longer chained to the daily grind, constantly putting out fires or micromanaging every task. You gain the invaluable ability to step back, observe, and identify areas for improvement, innovation, and expansion. This is the true essence of working smarter, not harder, designing a self-running engine that provides for your life rather than consuming it entirely. In essence, a business system is not a fancy word for not me, but rather a sophisticated way of saying the best of me, consistently replicated. It's your intellectual property, your expertise, and your commitment to quality packaged into a scalable format. It's the difference between being a skilled craftsperson who works alone and being the visionary who builds an empire of skilled craftspeople, all operating with the same high standards you established. This transition is not about losing yourself. It's about finding a more powerful, sustainable version of your business. Embracing this definition is the crucial first step toward transforming your business from a burden into a true asset. With this clarity, you can begin the exciting work of capturing your genius and embedding it into the very operations of your company. The journey starts now, by understanding that your systems are the silent, tireless engines that will drive your business forward, even when you're not directly at the wheel. The art of documenting your genius before it vanishes. Every business owner harbors a unique blend of skills, insights, and intuitive knowledge that makes their company tick. This genius often manifests in the way you handle customer service, streamline a production process, or deliver a flawless product or service, becoming the very heartbeat of your operation. It's a powerful asset, yet for many, it remains locked away, an intricate web of unwritten rules and personal expertise held solely within their mind. While this makes you incredibly valuable, even indispensable, it also creates an invisible cage, preventing your business from truly growing beyond your personal bandwidth. Your brilliance, though vital, becomes a bottleneck if it isn't shared and systematized, tethering you indefinitely to every single detail and decision within your company. This is the silent trap that catches so many driven entrepreneurs, turning their dream into an exhausting, never ending solo performance. Think about it. You started your business because you were exceptional at a particular craft or service. Perhaps you're a master baker, a coding wizard, or an unparalleled consultant, and your personal touch is what built your initial success. This is the technician's trap in full effect. The belief that only your hands, your brain, or your specific approach can maintain the quality your customers expect. You instinctively know the perfect temperature for the oven, the precise line of code to fix a bug, or the exact phrasing to calm a client. But these critical details exist primarily in your memory and muscle memory. This makes you the central processing unit for everything, meaning your business cannot operate, let alone thrive, without your constant, direct involvement in every step of the process. This reliance on your personal presence creates a precarious situation, a house of cards waiting for one strong gust of wind. What happens if you get sick, need a vacation, or simply want to take a day off to recharge? The business either grinds to a halt, or you find yourself fielding calls from your sickbed, trying to verbally guide someone through a process you've never formally outlined. Your team, no matter how dedicated, cannot replicate your genius if they don't have a clear map to follow. This isn't a failure on their part. It's a failure of the system, or rather, the lack of one, because your most valuable operational knowledge has been allowed to remain undocumented and unshareable. The solution, the key to unlocking your business's true potential and your own personal freedom, lies in the art of documenting your genius. This isn't about writing a dry academic manual that no one will ever read. It's about extracting that invaluable, often intuitive knowledge from your head and transforming it into a clear, actionable blueprint. By doing so, you're not just creating a set of instructions, you're building a replicable version of your best self, allowing your business to perform at its peak, even when you're not physically present. This process takes your unique skills and elevates them into a sustainable, scalable asset that can be taught, refined, and executed consistently by anyone on your team, ensuring your brilliance never vanishes. So, what does documenting your genius actually look like in practice? It's far simpler than you might imagine. Instead of thinking of it as writing a thick textbook, envision it as creating a series of straightforward recipes for your business. Each recipe breaks down a specific task or process into its essential ingredients and steps, making it easy for anyone to follow, regardless of their prior experience. This might involve a simple checklist for opening the store, a step-by-step guide for onboarding a new client, or a flowchart illustrating how to handle a common customer complaint. The goal is clarity and repeatability, ensuring that the critical actions that drive your business are performed consistently and correctly every single time. One of the biggest hurdles many entrepreneurs face is the fear that no one can do it as well as me. This sentiment is understandable. After all, your personal touch is what set your business apart in the first place. However, this belief often stems from a lack of clear, documented processes, which leaves your team guessing or improvising. When you meticulously document your best practices, you're not just delegating a task, you're essentially cloning your expertise. You are providing a precise framework that guides others to achieve the same high standards you uphold, often even improving upon them. This shift from personal reliance to system reliance empowers your team to perform at a higher level, removing the burden of perfection from your shoulders and placing it squarely within the system itself. The immediate benefits of documenting your genius are profound and far-reaching. Imagine the relief of knowing that critical tasks are being performed correctly, consistently, and without constant oversight from you. This reduces decision fatigue, not just for you, but for your entire team, as they have clear guidelines to follow. It ensures a uniform quality of service or product delivery, which directly translates to happier customers and a stronger brand reputation. Furthermore, by externalizing your knowledge, you free up significant mental bandwidth, allowing you to shift your focus from the day-to-day firefighting to more strategic, growth-oriented tasks that truly move your business forward. This proactive approach transforms your operational chaos into predictable, reliable outcomes. Documentation also acts as an incredibly powerful training tool, perhaps its most underrated function. No longer will you have to spend countless hours personally teaching every new hire the same processes from scratch, often forgetting crucial steps in the rush of the moment. Instead, you can hand them a clearly outlined system that walks them through each task, providing a consistent and comprehensive learning experience. This not only accelerates their onboarding process, but also ensures that everyone on your team is trained to the same high standard, reducing errors and improving overall efficiency. It transforms your training from an exhausting ad hoc effort into a streamlined, self-sufficient program that empowers new team members to quickly become productive contributors. Ultimately, documenting your genius is a foundational step in building what we call a franchise prototype, even if you never intend to franchise your business. The core idea is to create a business that can run effectively and profitably without your constant, direct involvement. When every key process, from sales to operations to customer support, is clearly documented, your business becomes a turnkey operation. This means it has intrinsic value beyond your personal labor, making it scalable, more attractive to potential buyers should you ever decide to sell, and most importantly, capable of generating consistent results without you needing to be the primary engine. It shifts your role from the indispensable doer to the visionary architect, designing a resilient and independent enterprise. Many business owners hesitate to embark on this documentation journey, citing a lack of time as their primary obstacle. "I'm too busy running the business to write about running the business," they exclaim, caught in the very trap they need to escape. However, viewing documentation as an extra task is a critical misstep. It's an investment that pays dividends almost immediately. Every minute you spend clarifying a process now is an hour you save later, preventing repeated mistakes, reducing training time, and freeing you from constant interruptions. It's about working smarter, not harder, by strategically dedicating time up front to create systems that will exponentially multiply your efficiency and autonomy down the line. To begin, don't try to document everything at once. That's a recipe for overwhelm. Instead, pick one recurring task that causes you the most headaches or consumes a significant portion of your time and start there. This could be something as simple as how to process an order, respond to a common customer inquiry, or prepare for a weekly team meeting. Break that single task down into its smallest, most logical steps, writing them out as if you were explaining them to someone who has never done it before. Focus on clarity and conciseness, using bullet points, numbered lists, or even simple flowcharts to illustrate the sequence of actions, making it incredibly easy for anyone to follow. When you're documenting, prioritize simplicity and accessibility. Forget jargon and overly technical language unless absolutely necessary, and if you must use it, provide a clear explanation. Consider incorporating visual aids such as screenshots, short video clips, or photographs to demonstrate specific actions, especially for tasks that involve physical steps or software navigation. The goal is to make the system so clear and foolproof that any competent person could pick it up and execute the task with consistent, high-quality results. Remember, the best system is the one that actually gets used. So make it as intuitive and user-friendly as possible, ensuring it truly serves as a practical guide for your team. Once you have a few key processes documented, the power of delegation truly begins to unfold. You can confidently hand over tasks, knowing that the documented system provides a clear roadmap for success. This isn't about offloading your responsibilities. It's about empowering your team to take ownership and execute tasks independently using your proven methods. You'll find yourself spending less time directly supervising and more time leading, strategizing, and innovating, secure in the knowledge that the day-to-day operations are running smoothly according to the systems you've meticulously put in place. This shift transforms your role from a constant problem solver to a strategic overseer, allowing your business to flourish. The ultimate reward for mastering the art of documenting your genius is the profound sense of freedom it delivers. Imagine being able to step away from your business for an extended period, knowing it will continue to operate efficiently and profitably without your constant intervention. This isn't just about taking a vacation. It's about reclaiming your time, reducing your stress, and gaining the mental space to focus on what truly matters to you, both professionally and personally. By transforming your personal knowledge into a robust, repeatable system, you are building a self-sustaining asset that provides a life, not just a demanding job, granting you the autonomy you always dreamed of when you first started your entrepreneurial journey. So, the time to capture your brilliance is now, before it remains an elusive, unshared asset forever tied to your individual presence. Don't let your most valuable operational insights vanish into the ether, leaving your business vulnerable and your freedom out of reach. Begin the intentional process of documenting your genius, one system at a time, and watch as your business evolves from a demanding burden into a liberated, scalable enterprise that truly works for you, rather than you constantly working for it. This strategic effort is the fundamental step toward building a business that can thrive independently, paving the way for your ultimate entrepreneurial success and personal fulfillment. Automate everything you can, delegate the rest, or else. You've diligently documented your processes, turning your unique genius into a repeatable guide. That's a massive first step, but it's just the beginning of the journey toward true business freedom. Now comes the exciting, yet often terrifying part: letting go. This phase is where you actively shift your hands off the steering wheel of daily operations, allowing your newly forged systems to take the lead. It's about understanding that your business can and must thrive without your constant direct intervention in every single task. If you don't embrace this crucial transition, you risk trapping yourself in the very cycle of overwhelm you're trying so hard to escape. Many business owners, especially those who excel at their craft, find themselves caught in a familiar snare. They believe that their personal touch is the only guarantee of quality, that no one else can truly understand or execute tasks with the same precision or care. This mindset, while born from a genuine commitment to excellence, becomes a self-imposed prison. It prevents growth, stifles innovation, and ultimately leads to burnout, because the business relies entirely on one person, you, for every single detail. You become the bottleneck, the linchpin that, if removed, causes the entire operation to grind to a halt. The first powerful tool in your arsenal for breaking free is automation. Think about all those repetitive tasks that eat away at your precious hours. Are there steps in your documented processes that involve moving data from one place to another, sending routine emails, scheduling appointments, or generating standard reports? These are prime candidates for automation. Automation isn't about replacing human creativity or strategic thinking. It's about offloading the mundane, rule-based work to technology so that human talent can be focused where it truly matters. Consider the sheer volume of time spent on tasks like responding to initial customer inquiries, sending follow-up emails after a service, or even posting regular updates to your social media channels. Each of these, when done manually, chips away at your day. Imagine a system where a customer fills out a form and an automated email confirms receipt, schedules a consultation, and adds their details to your CRM, all without you lifting a finger. Or perhaps a tool that automatically publishes your weekly blog post across all your platforms at a predetermined time. These are not futuristic concepts. They are readily available solutions that can transform your workflow. The benefits of smart automation extend far beyond simply saving time. When a machine handles a task, it does so with unwavering consistency, eliminating human error and ensuring that every customer receives the same high standard of interaction. It operates tirelessly, day or night, ensuring that your business is always working, even when you're not. This consistency builds trust with your customers and frees up your mental energy, allowing you to focus on strategic planning, creative problem solving, and building relationships, rather than just keeping the gears turning. To identify tasks ripe for automation, revisit your documented systems from the previous chapter. Look for any step that is performed repeatedly, follows a clear set of rules, and doesn't require subjective judgment or complex human interaction. If you find yourself thinking, "I do this every day," or "this is exactly the same every time," then you've likely found a candidate. Many software tools and online services exist that can integrate seamlessly into your existing workflows, taking over these predictable, time-consuming chores and executing them flawlessly. However, even with the most robust automation in place, there will always be tasks that require a human touch, strategic thinking, or direct interaction that technology cannot fully replicate. This is where delegation becomes your indispensable partner. Automation clears the path, but delegation builds the team that can navigate it. You cannot automate empathy, nuanced negotiation, or the creative spark that drives new ideas, but you can certainly empower others to handle the tasks that support these higher-level functions. The biggest hurdle to delegation often lies in the owner's ingrained belief that no one can do it as well as I can. This sentiment, while understandable, is a critical roadblock to scaling. It's true that no one will do it exactly like you, but with your well-defined systems, they can certainly do it consistently and effectively. Your documented processes become the training manual, the quality control checklist, and the reassurance that the work will be done to your standards, even when you're not personally overseeing every single step. Delegation is more than just offloading work. It's about cultivating a thriving ecosystem within your business. When you delegate effectively, you empower your team members, giving them ownership and opportunities for growth. This not only lightens your load, but also creates a more resilient and capable organization. A business where everyone is clear on their roles and has the tools, your systems, to succeed is a business that can weather challenges and seize opportunities far more effectively than one dependent on a single individual. To delegate successfully, start by choosing tasks that are well defined within your systems. Provide your team member with the documented process, offer clear expectations, and be available for support and questions initially. Resist the urge to micromanage. Instead, trust the system and the person you've entrusted with the task. Begin with smaller, less critical tasks to build confidence, then gradually expand the scope as both you and your team become more comfortable with the process. Remember, the goal isn't perfection from day one, but consistent progress toward operational independence. Together, automation and delegation are the bedrock of building your franchise prototype. They are the mechanisms that transform your personal expertise into a transferable asset. By systematically removing yourself from the day-to-day minutiae, you're not just creating more free time. You're building a business that possesses its own internal intelligence and operational muscle. This shift is what makes your business scalable, attractive to potential buyers, and ultimately capable of running smoothly even when you decide to step away for a well-deserved break or to focus on new ventures. Now, let's talk about the or else part, because the consequences of failing to automate and delegate are severe. Without these strategies, your business will hit an invisible ceiling. You'll work harder, not smarter, constantly battling burnout and sacrificing your personal life. Growth will be stunted because every new client or project simply adds more tasks to your already overflowing plate. You'll remain a technician, forever bound to your business, unable to truly lead it or enjoy the freedom you initially sought when you first embarked on this entrepreneurial journey. The ultimate prize waiting for you on the other side of automation and delegation is genuine freedom. Imagine a business that runs like a well-oiled machine, consistently delivering value to customers, while you have the time and mental space to pursue passions, spend time with loved ones, or strategize the next big leap for your company. This isn't a fantasy. It's the direct result of intentionally designing your business to function independently of your constant physical presence. You move from working in the business to strategically working on the business. Embracing automation and delegation isn't about being lazy or avoiding work. It's about being strategic. It's about recognizing that your highest value lies in envisioning the future, innovating, and guiding the ship, not endlessly bailing water from the bottom. By empowering technology in your team to handle the operational details, you unlock your true entrepreneurial potential and build a legacy that provides a life, not just a job. Quality control, when your business can make it without you. Every business owner understands the knot in the stomach that comes with stepping away, even for a moment, and wondering if everything will still run perfectly. You've poured your heart and soul into building this enterprise, meticulously crafting every product or service, ensuring each customer experience is top-notch. It's natural to feel that only your personal touch, your vigilant eye, can truly guarantee the quality your brand promises. This deep-seated belief is often the very thing that keeps you chained to your desk, constantly overseeing every detail, unable to truly let go. This constant need to personally supervise, while born from a genuine desire for excellence, is precisely what holds many businesses back from true growth. You become the bottleneck, the indispensable cog in every single operation, and your business can only ever be as good as your ability to be everywhere at once. Imagine trying to expand, to open a second location, or even just take a much-needed vacation, when the quality of your entire operation hinges solely on your physical presence. It's an exhausting, unsustainable model that ultimately limits your potential and traps you in the technician's trap. However, there's a powerful shift waiting to happen, one that allows your business to not just maintain, but consistently deliver exceptional quality without your constant direct intervention. This shift comes through the strategic implementation of robust quality control systems. A system isn't about removing your expertise. It's about embedding your expertise, your high standards, and your best practices into the very fabric of how your business operates. It ensures that excellence isn't a happy accident or dependent on one superstar, but rather a predictable, repeatable outcome every single time. So how exactly does a system achieve this magic? It begins with clarity and documentation. Think of your business as a finely tuned orchestra. For every instrument to play in harmony, each musician needs a precise score to follow. In your business, this score is a detailed, step-by-step guide for every critical task, outlining exactly how things should be done to meet your established quality benchmarks. These aren't just vague instructions, they are explicit, actionable blueprints that leave no room for guesswork or interpretation. This documentation isn't merely a set of written rules. It encompasses everything from detailed checklists for daily operations to clear visual aids for complex procedures. Imagine a new employee, unfamiliar with your specific way of doing things, being able to pick up a guide and execute a task with the same level of precision and quality as your most seasoned veteran. This is the power of a well-documented system at work, standardizing excellence across your entire team. It ensures that the Pern Studio way of doing things is understood and followed by everyone, consistently. Beyond clear instructions, a strong quality control system integrates effective training protocols. When every task is clearly outlined and documented, the process of bringing new team members up to speed becomes significantly more efficient and reliable. Instead of relying on tribal knowledge or ad hoc training sessions, you have a structured curriculum that ensures everyone learns the same high standards and best practices from day one. This consistent training builds a foundation of competence that directly translates into consistent quality in every aspect of your business's output. Crucially, a system also includes built-in checkpoints and feedback loops, acting as internal guardians of quality. These aren't about micromanaging. They are strategic points within a process where quality is reviewed, measured, and affirmed. Perhaps it's a supervisor's quick check at a critical stage, a customer feedback form that automatically triggers a review, or a simple end-of-process checklist that ensures all steps were completed to standard. These mechanisms allow you to catch potential issues early, make adjustments, and continuously refine your processes for even better outcomes. This systematic approach fundamentally shifts your role from being the sole quality inspector to becoming the architect of quality. Instead of personally overseeing every output, you design the robust processes that guarantee quality. You move from being the person who does the quality control to the person who builds the quality control into the very fabric of the operation. This is a profound liberation, freeing you from the relentless grind of constant vigilance and allowing you to trust the system you've so carefully constructed. For your customers, this translates into an incredibly valuable and consistent experience. They learn to expect a certain level of excellence, knowing that your business delivers it reliably every single time they interact with you. This consistency builds immense trust and strengthens your brand reputation, turning one-time buyers into loyal advocates. Imagine the peace of mind knowing that whether you are personally present or not, your customers are always receiving the exact same high-quality product or service they've come to expect and love. This is the essence of building a franchise prototype, even if franchising is far from your current plans. When you build your quality control into systems, you are essentially creating an operation that could be replicated anywhere by anyone while still delivering consistent results. It means your business is so well defined and its standards so clear that its success isn't tied to your individual genius, but to the robust processes you've put in place. This makes your business inherently more valuable, scalable, and ultimately sellable. The most immediate and tangible benefit for you, the business owner, is the reclaiming of your most precious resource, time. With a reliable quality control system in place, you are no longer tethered to the day-to-day minutia of ensuring every I is dotted and every T is crossed. You gain the freedom to step back, to breathe, and to finally focus on working on your business instead of perpetually in it. This means more time for strategic planning, innovation, market expansion, or simply enjoying the life your business was supposed to provide. Ultimately, the goal of systemizing quality control is to create a business that can truly make it without you being physically present, day in and day out. It's about building a self-running asset that consistently upholds your standards and delights your customers, even when you're away. This isn't about making yourself obsolete. It's about elevating your role from a tireless doer to a visionary leader, finally able to steer your ship from the bridge rather than constantly rowing in the engine room. Some might argue that their business is too unique, too creative, or too service-oriented for such rigid systems. However, even the most bespoke services or creative endeavors have repeatable elements and quality metrics that can be defined and systematized. The unique touch can be documented as a specific procedure, a set of guidelines for client interaction, or a standard for creative brief development. Systems don't stifle creativity. They provide a consistent framework within which creativity can flourish without compromising core quality. Moreover, these quality control systems are not meant to be static, rigid handcuffs. They are living documents designed for continuous improvement and adaptation. As your business evolves, as customer feedback comes in, or as new best practices emerge, your systems can and should be refined. This iterative process ensures that your quality control mechanisms remain relevant, effective, and always aligned with the highest standards you wish to achieve, keeping your business agile and responsive. To begin building your own quality control system, start by identifying the critical touch points in your customer journey and the key tasks that directly impact the quality of your product or service. For each of these, document the absolute best way to perform them, capturing every detail that contributes to excellence. Don't overthink it. Just get your current best practices down on paper, then refine and simplify them into clear, actionable steps that anyone on your team can follow. This journey of systematizing quality control also brings about a significant psychological shift for the business owner. You move from feeling like you have to be the hero saving the day with your personal intervention to feeling like the architect who designed a foolproof structure. This shift from doing to designing quality is incredibly empowering, fostering a sense of control and confidence that was previously unattainable when everything depended solely on you. The ripple effect of this systematic approach is profound. Your employees feel more empowered and confident because they have clear guidelines to follow and know exactly what's expected. Your customers are happier because they receive consistent, high-quality experiences. And you, the business owner, gain invaluable freedom and peace of mind, knowing that your business is not just surviving but thriving, maintaining its integrity and excellence even in your absence. This is truly what it means to build a legacy. In essence, systemized quality control is your ultimate ticket to freedom. It transforms your business from a demanding job that requires your constant presence into a valuable, self-sustaining asset that delivers consistent results. By embedding your standards into repeatable processes, you ensure that quality becomes synonymous with your brand, not just with your personal effort. This is the path to building a business that provides you with a life, not just another job.